Hi everybody, Maisha here, coming to you with a video on making this Southwest hoop earring. I have been on an earring kick when it comes to my hoops lately, and so I have made these. I used my GGC beads box to make these hoop earrings. This time I made it with memory wire. This time I made it very similarly to this one. And I used the German style wire with gold, using the pearls out of that box and the crystal. And this time I wanted to do it with sterling silver wire. This is 22 gauge sterling silver wire, and I wanted to use my rondelles in turquoise, copper, and spiny oyster, as well as a spiny oyster little flower or four clover bead, and then some Navajo pearls. I have been doing these Southwest earrings. I made these, which are some little drops that I made using the white buffalo. These are also with sterling silver. Let me get you the right side so you can see. These are made with white buffalo, and they're so cute. No, these are not white buffalo. These are a wild horse. That's what these are, wild horse. And then I made these also with the wild horse, with Sleeping Beauty turquoise and also coral. I made those. So now I'm combining the two. I'm using my Southwest color scheme that I like so much, along with the hoop. Okay, so I'm going to use 10 inches of sterling silver, 22 gauge. I've got my rondelle beads here. I've got my Navajo pearls here. I have my flush cutter. I have my 6-step bell making plier, and I have 2 pairs of pliers, one with the curve. Okay, so I'll get started, and I'm going to use my bead stopper on one end and start from the middle. Put on my middle bead. Then I'm going to put on my Navajo pearl in the rondelle shape. And then I'm going to put 5 rondelles on. I'm going to put my 5mm Navajo pearl, and then I'm going to put 3. And you can design this any way you want. This is just the combo that I wanted to do, but you can put it in any order that you wish. Now I'm going to put on my 4mm Navajo pearl that has a small hole at the top. And I've got one side already. I'm going to hold this, and then actually let me use my other bead stopper on the other side. And I'm going to repeat the pattern on the other side using my rondelle first. And 5 beads. I think I'm going to take these off. You see that? You see that? I'm going to take it off because I have too many of the ones that have mostly white right there. And I'm going to put that back on so I can mix it up a bit. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do my 5mm, and then I'm going to do the last 3. And I'm going to take that last 4mm bead, get it in that hole there. And then I'm going to bring my 2 sides together. And the reason why I did a whole 10 inches was because I needed to have enough wire to be able to hold the 2 sides together. Okay. And I have one side that is slightly longer than the other. Not slightly, it's quite a bit longer, but I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around quite a bit. I'm just looking at it and trying to position it in my hands the way I would want it. I'm going to take this side and move it up. And I'm using my hands a lot because, let me see, this wire I got, it's half hard wire. I got this from Rio Grande, it's half hard. I'm using my hands because I feel like it gives me more control, believe it or not. It's okay, don't worry, it's slipping. Slip, 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 it's okay. Don't worry about the shape because I'm going to use my hands to shape the wire. And although it is half hard wire, it's very soft to me, right? So what I'm doing is using my hands to wrap it around here as many times as I need to. And close to the base where the 2 wires connect. Okay. Okay. Don't worry. I know you're probably looking at it and thinking, what a mess. That's not the way that I would do it. It's okay. This is very soft wire, although it's half hard. It's still very soft to me. I'm trying to get it around the bottom. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to spend some time shaping it with my hands. See how it still ends up in the right shape even though it was pretty fidgety? It's okay. It's part of the process. What I'm working on doing now is getting this piece that is sticking up to go into the bottom and underneath those wires. That is what I am working on, okay? And I was able to make that occur. I don't have to have super neat wires, okay? Some people like their wires to be super neat, And you can do that. You could take your time and do that. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to use the second step on my step making bell pliers. And if you caught that, what I did was I made a bend in the wire. Then I put the bell making pliers right underneath there. And then I turned the wire on top of it. Okay. Now I'm going to wrap that wire around the neck. And I'm not using my pliers again. I'm using my fingers. That's up to me. You might decide that you want to use your pliers, and that works too. Okay. I'm getting my loop to look the way I would have it to look. I'm checking the other side. Is it tucked just the way I want it? Because this is going to be the front, right? And now I'm going to cut it off. And then the excess wire, I'm going to tuck it right underneath there. And then voila, I have it the way I want it. Okay, so the next step is simply to put the ear wire on. I'm checking them to make sure they have the same shape. Put the ear wire on. And what I could do if I really wanted to is I could oxidize the silver here and then tumble it in the tumbler, because right now it's really shiny, right? And then you have our Navajo pearls that don't have as much shine on them, but I can just oxidize them, put them in the tumbler, let them tumble around, and it would be just beautiful. I think I have this ear wire on backwards. There we go. Okay. So if you like those, hit the like button, subscribe, come back for more. Join us on our in our Facebook group, and come to our lives. We have a lot of fun there. I will see you soon. In the meantime, go and make something beautiful. Bye for now.